Testing, testing, testing. Sorry guys, I haven't done a live. Can you hear me now? Hopefully this works. Let me know, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know in the live chat, guys, if you can hear me better. Awesome. Awesome. I can see all your comments. Welcome to the live stream. God, I haven't done this for a very long time. I have been so freaking busy with everything going on in the financial markets at the moment, and of course building my investment application or the crypto exchange earn curve. That's been extremely busy lately, guys. So again, I just threw together this live stream. Can you guys hear me? Let me know in the live chat. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. I'll just turn up this mic a little bit here, guys. Natty needs no sound. Let's see if I can have a look at it now and see what's going on here. It says it's actually active, which is pretty good. So, am I being heard loud and clear, ladies and gentlemen? Trigger from Brisbane. How you going? Welcome, everybody. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Testing line. Testing 1 2, ladies and gents. Wait for a few more people to get in here. Let's wait and see what happens. Let me know in the live chat. Sounds fine. Awesome. All right. Now, guys, I don't know. There's a lot going on in the crypto world at the moment. There is so much happening. And yes, March 7th is going to be a very, very big day for the crypto world and community in general and at large. This new administration in the United States is absolutely incredible for the crypto world, and especially for XRP and of course Solana, Cardano, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all of the US-based crypto projects. So it's friggin' awesome. Friggin' awesome to see this. Now, I don't know if you guys have been keeping an eye of what's happened today at the State of the Union. That was pretty incredible to watch that as well. But anyway, guys, you can see my screen here. And I love to do this on my live streams. I haven't done one of these in a while. But make sure you comment where you're actually watching from. I like to see where everyone is based around the world. It's pretty cool with crypto because it just brings a lot of people together around the world. So let me know where you guys are from. Welcome, Benji. Welcome, Hopper, Andreas. Let's have a look here. D. We've got Matt Lomax, Paul Tavra in the house. Tufik right here. We've got Perth in the house. That's awesome. Where are you guys watching from? Drum solo, please. Yeah, I think I'd piss off a few neighbors by doing that at this time of the night. It's nearly 9:30 at night, so I think the coppers would be at the front door for sure. Loud and clear. Let's have a look here. We've got the UK, Parramatta's in the house, Scotland, Sydney, the Netherlands, California, Hobart, Europe in a more trouble than early settlers cans, bro. Yeah, 100%. We've got morning from Colorado, Adelaide's in the house, Englishman in Thailand. How is Thailand? Love to visit there again. It's been a long time. We've got Athens, Georgia, USA, UK. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, all right, let's get into the live stream. There is a lot that I've got to get through today, and I mean a lot. So I've just put it all on my desktop because it's just so much freaking easier for me to do it. But let's get into the live stream, guys. Massive shout out and thank you to every single one of you who have subscribed to my channel. As always, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you are new, make sure you smash the subscribe button down there and turn on that little bell notification, because as you can see on my screen, I absolutely love documenting my journey with investing, with cryptos, dividend stocks, growth stocks, talking about passive income, building financial freedom. And of course, my goal at the end of the day is to build generational wealth. So come along this incredible journey, guys. Things are getting crazy in this space. Also, if you can give this live stream a thumbs up, and of course watch it straight through, would really help me push this channel out to a lot more people, because the YouTube algorithm is absolute magic when you find, ladies and gentlemen, do that. So make sure you give it a thumbs up. Doesn't cost you anything, guys. It's down there. Thank you very much. You rock. Also, a little disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. please do your own research and due diligence with this stuff, right? I don't want to see anyone get financially hurt. That is why my number one freaking golden rule is I only invest what I can afford to lose. And yeah, we don't like to lose. You can lose money like that in the blink of an eye in crypto and any other investment. So be careful, all right? Now that the formalities are out of the way, we've got more people coming in from around the world. New Orleans, Las Vegas. Where have we got here? We've got Merced, California, Scotland's in the house, New Zealand. Need a big pump or have to leave Thailand soon. Fair enough. We've got evening, bro. Thank you, Seki. We've got UK. Thank you guys for joining this live stream. I hope it's pretty insightful for all of you. Now, having a look at the crypto markets today, you know, it's a bit flat, but I will say that Bitcoin is holding pretty much in a flatline position at the moment. It's quite frustrating. I think there was that pump when the announcement came up for the strategic reserve. I mean, look at this in the last week. And I should say, let's just go the last month. I mean, it's just flat. Look at it. It's just flat. And obviously, there's been a lot of selling pressure from BlackRock, the exchange-traded funds. It is quite frustrating to see when these particular funds... Is my camera frozen? I'm not sure. Let's just see if it keeps moving, guys. But hopefully this live stream is working. Anyway, there's a lot of turbulence in the market, so to speak, at the moment. It's very, very frustrating. It's very, very frustrating at the moment for a lot of investors. But, I mean, Bitcoin's currently trading at $88,547 US dollars today. A bit lag. Yeah, look, it's a bit laggy at the moment, guys. It's so frustrating. Let me see if I can get this any faster, guys. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. It's just a disaster at the moment. Hang on a second. Sorry, guys. The lag is insane. I don't know what's going on here with this lag. It's driving me nuts. Anyway, let's get on with the show. The show must go on. So Bitcoin currently trading at $88,568 at the moment. And again, it's up 6% in the last 24 hours. I mean, there's a lot of tariffs being imposed by the United States. So, you know, it's been a frustrating time in the crypto markets, that is for sure. However, I do believe that once the meeting takes place at the White House on the 7th, I suspect something big is going to be announced at that conference. There's a lot of big players in this space that are going to be meeting with President Donald Trump. So keep a close eye on that, guys. Very, very important to keep a close eye on. There's a lot of macro news that we've got to watch out for. Also, Ethereum's trading at $2,236. XRP is getting very close to Ethereum, which is quite nice. $2.49. It's up 5.85%. We have, of course, BNB. I'm not really big on that. $599 US. Solana's at $145 US. Cardano up 18%. And of course it's going to be because it's part of the strategic reserve now, 95 cents. It's up 40% though in 7 days, which is unbelievable. Dogecoin 5.14%, 20 cents USD. Now again, just sticking to the main, I guess, strategic reserve coins. I am still very, very bullish, of course, on Hedera at 25 cents, as you guys can see right here. It's up 30.68% in the last 7 days, which is awesome. There is an ETF application, I believe, with multiple companies now. XLM is a sleeper. There's not a lot happening with XLM. It's very interesting, though, because it's pretty much like a fork of, Ripple, so to speak. We have AVAX at $20. Sui, I'm extremely bullish on. I have been for a while at 6.29%, which is up. Let's have a look here and see what other coins are doing at the moment. Ondo, it's up 11.6%. There's quite a lot happening on Ondo. Let's have a look here. Of course, Gucci. There you go. This is live. I can't make this up, guys. Anyway, she brings the magic to the live streams, that's for sure. Gucci. Anyway, it's madness tonight. 8.63% for Algorand. Let's have a look here, guys. We've got FET AI, 4.37%. I am bullish on FET AI and XDC. This one's a sleeper, in my opinion. I love Sinfin. I love XDC. They are tokenizing gold. I'm going to go get Gucci. Hang on a second. Come here. Sorry, guys. This is what happens in a live stream. Here she is. She's on my live stream now. There you go. She's doing quite well, by the way. She's getting heaps better, which is awesome. Absolutely awesome. Let me just put my chair up here. There we go. All right. We do also have Quant up 7.38% in 24 hours. Quant's been a sleeper. I'm extremely bullish on Quant. I mean, there's a lot happening with that in terms of central bank digital currencies. A lot of banks and institutions as well working with Quant. There you go. She's back in the live streams, guys. Say as well, we have 4.96% also, guys. So pretty cool. And Flare is also up 5.35%. So overall, you know, you have to think long term with these projects. You can't just think short term. It's not the way, right? So we're talking about real world utility here, ladies and gents. I mean, I'm not into that meme coin stuff, although I will openly admit that I do hold Shiba Inu and Dogecoin, and I did have a gamble with a friend of mine. Just put some money in like previous bull markets for the, can't remember what it was. It was some dog coin. Anyway, we've got the best dog right here. Say hello, Gooch. Anyway, guys, moving on. Now, again, I talk about this quite a bit in regards to my book, and yeah, I am selling the absolute hell out of this because it's very important for you to grab yourself a copy of this because you're going to need it with my application Earn Curve, and overall, it will change the way you see investing on Wall Street. Consistent passive income and making money while you sleep. I've literally written this book. I've put it all in here. So if you haven't gone to get yourself a copy of it, go get yourself a copy of it. Let me just put Gucci down. There you go. So yeah, there's a lot of years and research into this, guys. I mean it, and I would really like to show you guys what I'm talking about here. So if I go in my dividend tracking app, and by the way, I'm going to be integrating this into Earn Curve once I get the US equity side of things up and running. You can see on the screen that's regular income right here, and that is an example portfolio. I can't disclose my actual portfolio because just for security reasons, but I've written this book because it's very important for me to give something back, and also, you know, to future generations like my daughter. So I've written this as a reference, as a guide, and there are so many other books out there. I mean, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Rob Kiyosaki. I've got one up on Wall Street, Peter Lynch, incredible book. And this one's an interesting one, Money the Master Game by Tony Robbins. All of these books are absolutely incredible, and I do recommend you guys go get yourself a copy of those and read them all, because financial literacy is something that the traditional and mainstream media and you know, schools and so forth, unless you're doing like a university degree, they won't teach you this stuff. So it's very important to read these books, but none of these books focus on dividend investing. All right, so that is the reason why I wrote this, and go grab yourself a copy of it and a coffee as well. You can have one. It's going to change your life forever. I mean that. So go get it. And of course, if you haven't joined the waitlist for Earn Curve, go do that. I'm waiting at the moment for the AusTrack registration. So many people are asking me. I'm getting hundreds of emails, and things are working and moving along nicely. But unfortunately, with the Australian crypto regulator, AusTrack, it does take a bit of time. It can take up to 90 days. Now, my application was put in with AusTrack before, obviously, Christmas. So there was a holiday period where they were obviously away from the office. And of course, when that happens, the office is shut down. It's one of the only, apparently when I spoke to them, it was one of the only Australian government agencies that take a break over Christmas. There you go. So I've had to wait till the end of Jan to get a response. I did get that response, which was amazing. And I'm hoping to get some sort of indication, further indication from AusTrack by, what are we now? I think towards the end of this month. So fingers crossed, send me your prayers for that one, because once this goes up and live, the spot trading crypto side of things will go live first. They're moving into the US equities. Hence the reason why I'm getting everyone to read Money Never Sleeps, my book. And you can get that, of course, on my website, all right? Very, very important. If you haven't joined up to the waitlist for Earn Curve, first name, last name, email, and of course, your phone number, as you can see right here, all right? So go jump on at the waitlist, guys. It's pretty incredible. Now, I thought I'd do something cool with 3Commas. I haven't done a 3Commas spot trading bot for a while, but I would really like to do with you guys an example for the strategic reserve. Now, this is pretty cool, right? You will need an exchange. Of course, I use Gate.io. This is pretty important because they still allow you to do leverage trading, but I'm not going to be trading the leverage market because things are very volatile at the moment. So again, I use Gate.io. I'm going to set up right now a bot. Now, before I do that, 3Commas, guys, you can join up to them. It's friggin' awesome. My subscription is the monthly pro plan, as you can see right here. That is enough for me. That is, pretty incredible stuff right here. You can do 50 active smart trades, 50 running signal bots, 10 running grid bots, 50 running DCA bots. That is huge. 500 active DCA deals and $10 cost averaging back tests per month. So pretty incredible software. I've been using this now for, nearly 4 years. So you can go jump on that. Quickly going to set one up with you guys now. So I've been meaning to do this all day, but I thought I'd do this. I thought I'd do this on a live stream right here, and this is no BS, right? So those of you that are still tuning in right now, that's the profit, the P&L that it has made me right here. It's been 92,117 USDT. This is no BS, okay? This software is incredible. I'm going to set them up on the dollar cost averaging bot. And obviously, before I do that, I should say you'll need to link your preferred exchange. Now, again, you can do this on multiple exchanges, okay? I just want to make this clear. So you can go connect, once you've signed up to 3Commas and you've got your preferred exchange, you can see on the screen here, you can use Binance, Bybit, OKX, which are another sponsor to my channel. So thank you, OKX, KuCoin, all the Binance accounts, Bitfinex, BitGet, Bitstamp, Coinbase Advanced, Coinbase Perpetual, Gate.io, which is a sponsor again on my channel, Gemini, HTX, and Kraken. And things are getting bullish in this space, but quickly, I'm going to set it up now with you. So I'm just going to quickly do this. I think it's friggin' awesome. So these allow you to basically trade the market 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now with the spot trading bots, you literally can set and forget these, okay? So it's pretty cool. And now I'm doing this before the March 7th White House meetings, all right? So let's go to the dollar cost averaging bot. This is friggin' awesome. I've literally have been wanting to do this, but I've just been so busy and I've just got some time now on the live. So let's do this. I'm going to do the spot trading market. I am going to call this the strategic reserve bot. Okay, now I'm going to go multi-pair, which is pretty straightforward. So you can trade as many coins as you want in this, but I'm going to put here Doge. I'm going to put Bitcoin. Let's put here as well Solana, Sol, I should say, Sol USDT. Where are we? Gotta be careful with this. There it is there. Let's have a look here. ETH USDT, Sol. We do have Cardano as well, ADA USDT, and we've also got XRP. Now, who knows what else is going to be added in this? Now, of course, we've got max active deals. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 deals. So we're going to have 6 deals. Each trade we're going to do, say 20 USDT. I'm going to go in a long position because things are, of course, going bullish on Friday. That's my estimation, not financial advice. Now, coming down here, deal start condition. I really want these to trade pretty much straight away, but let's have a look and see what we've got here. Now, there's a lot of indicators on this. You can use an RSI. You can use, you can use any kind of indicator, parabolic SAR, MACD. Pretty cool if you, by the way, just a little tip for everyone that's watching this at the moment. If you want to get a really good trading bot and like adjust things really, really specifically, use ChatGPT for this. I'm not kidding. It's friggin' awesome. I'm going to leave it on an RSI, a 3-minute time frame. I think that's pretty cool. Now, coming down here, that's the only indicator I'm going to use for this. Now, I'm going to go here, percentage take profit. I'm going to adjust this to 1.5%. I'm not going to reinvest the profits because I want the cash, of course, because we've all got living expenses. Now, My base order for each one of these 6 deals on each one of these 6 cryptocurrencies is going to be 20 USDT. Let's have a look here and see what happens. You can adjust this. I'm going to put this to, I usually double it to 40. Now, keep a very close eye on the right. I don't know if you guys can see this, but on the right-hand side is the max amount the bot's going to be used. I usually set up with 30 safety orders. Safety step orders price deviation I'm going to set to 2. Safety orders in the book I'm going to set to 1 because I don't want to burn up all my cash at the same time. I'm going to leave the safety order step scale at 1. And the safety order volume scale I'm going to set to 0.05, which is pretty straightforward. Now if you come over to this chart or the table, as if you can see right here, there's 30 safety orders. So when the market drops, it's just going to continue dollar cost averaging into it. That's why it's called a DCA bot. But again, I've been wanting to do this for a while. And pretty much that is the settings that I use for this, which is awesome. And I'm going to set this to 120 seconds quickly. And that is pretty much it. Go back to the assistant button up here on the right hand corner, and that is the setup. That is literally it. So this is the strategic reserve bot, and I'll share this in my Patreon, by the way. Cardano, Bitcoin, Doge, Ethereum, Solana, and XRP. Am I missing anything? I don't think I am. I think that's all in there, but I'm going to start this bot. Let's go do this. Bot is turned on. We notice that you have one more GateSpot account. No, I don't need to worry about that. Just get rid of this. And that should be starting to trade immediately. Let's just wait for it to go. There we go. There's the setup. So you can see on the right-hand side, the bot is turned on, which is friggin' awesome. Guys, if you do want to use 3Commas, just use the referral links below. You'll get a discount if you use my links, which is friggin' awesome. Now, I'm going to go over to gate.io right now and wait for them to have a signal right now. So we'll come back to this in a moment because there's a lot of news. I'm going to be on here for a while, by the way, guys, so get comfortable. All right. Don't vape, by the way. It's bad. Let's have a look here. Let's get into this, but this is some pretty bullish news, guys. I don't think a lot of people understand the significance of this because been in this space since 2016. The previous administration, Gary Gensler, was an absolute nightmare for the crypto world. And I guess, you know, this is a complete shift in reality, so to speak, all right? But the fact that the crypto summit is being held at the White House is pretty incredible. It's pretty incredible. And I say this honestly because this would have never happened with Gary Gensler at the helm of the SEC, the former Securities and Exchange Commission. It's remarkable. But this Friday is going to be a big day, the 7th. White House to host the 2025 Digital Assets Summit with key crypto leaders, including Michael Saylor and Brad Garlinghouse. It's unbelievable. Michael Saylor, co-founder of Strategy, it used to be Micro, but now it's Strategy, has confirmed he will be attending the White House Digital Summit on March 7th, alongside major figures in the crypto world. The event, hosted by President Donald Trump, will feature CEOs, investors, and other influential personalities from the crypto space. Notable attendees include CEO Brad Garlinghouse, Chainlink co-founder Sergey Nazarov, and Exodus CEO JP Richardson. Saylor, an outspoken Bitcoin advocate right now, has made headlines with his bold prediction that Bitcoin's market cap could one day reach $200 trillion, with individual Bitcoin prices potentially reaching $10 million US. $10 million. Honestly, the way I see this is going to play out, every country is going to want a Bitcoin strategic reserve. At the moment, it's all gold. It will be moving to digital. There is going to be healthy competition among nations across the world that want a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Nayib Bukele, forgive me if I'm pronouncing his name wrong, from, gosh, I can't remember the country. Oh my goodness, I can't remember the country, mind blank. Anyway, he's already started that, right? And I did put up a video a while ago on my X page in regards to countries which currently have strategic reserves. Of course, the UK's got one. We've got the United States now, which is in progress. Australia has nothing. So our federal government needs to jump on this bandwagon because it's getting pretty full on. And of course, China has the second largest Bitcoin holdings. I mean, the US has the most, but China has the second largest. And I mean, the United States has had significant Bitcoin holdings because of all the seized assets from Silk Road. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. I really am not. But it's going to be fascinating to see what comes out of this summit on Friday. And the White House summit also discussed the development of regulatory frameworks surrounding cryptocurrencies, central bank digital currencies, which I do not like. The broader digital asset market, the United States government is focused on shaping the future of the crypto policy, which could include new regulations and creation of the national digital currency system. The summit's guest list includes Saylor Garlinghouse, highlights the increasing influence of the cryptocurrency industry on government decisions. Industry insiders are keen to learn more about the United States government's stance on digital assets and how it plans to engage with the crypto sector. The growing presence of crypto leaders like Saylor and Garlinghouse at such a high-level events signals that the industry influence on policy and regulation is only rising. As the summit draws closer, all eyes will be on how the White House plans to address the rapidly evolving world of digital assets. Does anyone think that President Donald Trump is going to announce a strategic reserve in regards to how much they're going to accumulate on Friday? Let me know what you think about that in the live chat, because I suspect he's going to be making a big announcement. And I just want to point out as well, I put up my previous video and there was so much, like, the market was dumping. You know, I suspect that the case will have to be dismissed after this announcement. I'm just saying with Ripple and XRP that it would have to be dismissed after the announcement of the inclusion of XRP in the strategic reserve. I mean, it's just a freaking no-brainer. Let me know in the live chat. And by the way, who is Stu? I see these comments, STU. What is this? Am I missing something here? Am I missing something? Anyway, guys, it's been a long freaking day for me. But Dogecoin ETF faces SEC review amid growing market optimism. Dogecoin, when? It blows my mind that there is now going to potentially be a Dogecoin ETF on Wall Street. Try telling that to Gary Gensler last year, that, you know, there was even a consideration for a Dogecoin ETF. Seriously. The SEC reviews Bitwise Dogecoin ETF filing with growing market optimism, while Doge's prices faces decline amidst the broader market volatility. And it's not just the crypto market, it's like all markets. It's all macro. It's all because of these tariffs that are being thrown around by countries around the world. Everyone's pissed off. Everyone's throwing their tariffs around. You tariff on me, I'm going to tariff on you. 25%, 10% here, blah, 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 blah. Oh, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Anyway, let's have a look. Stu is your first or next mod. There we go. Fair enough. Stu Lovell. There we go. There you go. Anyway, moving on. I'm still amazed that the New York Stock Exchange ARCA has filed a 19B-4 with the SEC seeking approval to list and trade Bitwise's Dogecoin exchange-traded fund. This is crazy. It just blows my mind. And yes, Bitcoin ETFs bleed $143 million, while Ethereum saw massive inflow. I don't like Ethereum. I'm putting it out there. I think, I honestly don't really like Ethereum, to be quite honest with you. Does anyone like Ethereum? Let me know in the live chat. I've never been a fan of it. The gas fees were ridiculous. I don't know. Something just doesn't add up really well with me. I think it is significantly centralized, and I believe there's a couple of wallets still at the top of the pyramid with Ethereum that control most of it. So yeah, it's a bit weird. But the US spot Bitcoin ETF market is in turmoil as net outflows nearly double, fueled by growing fears over President Trump's controversial crypto reserve proposal. Bitcoin ETF saw $143 million in outflows on March 4th, with a Bitcoin triggering a massive liquidation. This is why with these bots, you need to be careful with, you need to be careful with leverage on these. Be careful. Don't go trading with leverage, guys. Just lay off for the moment. And again, triggering massive inflows into Ethereum, which is interesting. Had $14.58 million on March 4. Fidelity's ETH led the way with 21 million fresh capital, with Grayscale's ETH and mini Bitcoin trust funds attracting $10 million. So, I mean, everyone's just laying low at the moment. That's the way I suspect it anyway. And I'm just waiting for my bot to trigger. And it will trigger, guys, and it will come up here. So I'm just keeping an eye on it as we're on the live stream. Let's have a look here. Moving on, let's get to this. Investor Tom Lee. I hate these friggin' pop-ups on these sites. It drives me nuts. But Tom Lee predicts Bitcoin does better than 150,000 US dollars this year. Here's why. Fundstrat's head of research, Tom Lee, said that Bitcoin may rally past 150,000 US dollars this year despite the recent dip. And I tend to agree with him. In a new interview on CNBC, that was probably last night when I watched it, but it says that Bitcoin may increase more than 70% from its current value in 2025 as the top digital asset by market cap continues to see increasing adoption among investors. He also says that Bitcoin's recent correction was expected by some experts and that Bitcoin may suddenly surge. I agree. He's saying here, I would say, what's interesting is Bitcoin's not had negative headlines in February, but it was down. But I know our technician Mark Newton had talked about this being a cyclical downturn in Bitcoin through the end of March. So he was talking mid-January, getting down to 62,000, which is interesting. As you know, Bitcoin makes all of its gains in 10 days. So if people sort of try to time this, they're going to miss out on the chance for Bitcoin going back to its highs. Lastly, Lee says that Bitcoin may see massive adoption this year with the possibility of capital markets firm Citadel Securities entering the crypto sector. I think it's going to do better than 150,000 US dollars this year, which would just be ridiculous because it's becoming more widely held. You know, if Citadel starts trading it, it starts to have more broad acceptance. Bitcoin is trading around at 87K, and at the moment, it's still at 89K, so we're up. We are up, which is really nice as well. So I'm still waiting for these bots to trigger. I'm still waiting, guys. I'm waiting. Let's have a look here. Okay. All right. And by the way, if you're back on the live stream, welcome to the live stream, guys. This is live. Now, Ripple CTO David Schwartz, legend by the way, XRP Army for the best arguments to support the crypto reserve. David's pretty incredible, man. He's the genius behind the Ripple Ledger, or I guess XRP in general. David Schwartz, Chief Technology Officer at Ripple, has reacted to the news about the US President's approval of the strategic cryptocurrency reserve, which aside from Bitcoin and Ethereum will include ADA, XRP, and Solana. Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson praised both XRP technology and the work Schwartz has done to build and further support it. Now, Ripple CTO's survey for XRP community, David Schwartz published a tweet to pick the brain of his army of followers on social media, on X, about the best arguments in support of any kind of digital asset reserve. And Schwartz stated that they could be for specific assets, or I guess all classes of assets. That part was not particularly important to him. The Ripple CTO admitted, I don't care, I just want to hear the best arguments for any kind of reserve. He said this, I'm asking because I genuinely don't know what people think are the best arguments in support of any kind of digital asset reserve. They can be specific assets, all assets, classes of assets, I don't care, I just want to hear the arguments. One of the commentators right here suggested that perhaps a good argument in support of any digital asset reserve could be helping to legitimize a sector that was stigmatized by governments for years. That's Gary Gensler for years, I should say. And the ex-user then clarified, I see this as a back to neutral. The Ripple CTO agreed with that, appreciating the suggestion. This is actually a pretty good argument. What do you think about the reserve? Let me know in the live chat. What do you think about that, guys? What do you think about it? It's pretty incredible in regards to what's happening at the moment. I'm curious to see what else, in actual fact, what else do you think should be in this strategic reserve? I know some other crypto projects that should be in the strategic reserve, and I'm sure a lot of you do as well. Let me know in the comments, guys. There's 153 people watching at the moment. 836 have tuned in. I want to know what coins you would like to see in the United States Strategic Reserve. And do you think as well Australia should have a strategic reserve? I think so. but unfortunately this country is a little bit behind with technology in that respect. But let me know in the live chat, guys. Now, again, I'm going to XRP rich list because I love doing this and doing this, you know, every so often. But the amount of cryptocurrency you need to be holding in XRP to be in the top 10%, 2,505 for the top 10%. You need to be holding 9,097. What is this, guys? What is this? Let's have a look here. Let's have a look. So we've got 2,505, 9,097. We have 11,489. That's top 4%. We have 17,000 for the top 3%, 27,000 for 2%, 52,000 for top 1%, which is a lot. 100,000 XRPs at 0.5%. Now we're starting to get up there, guys. 208,000 XRP in the 0.2%. 0.1% is 397,000. And of course, we've got 0.01, 624, again, accounts currently hold 5.8 million XRP, which is crazy. But I do believe that this is going to dramatically change as of Friday. I'm just putting it out there. If there is any kind of an announcement from the Securities Exchange Commission and an announcement from President Trump, and I mean, Brad Garlinghouse, or from David Sachs, current SEC, or Paul Atkins, I should say, the current SEC chairman, who I believe is away at the moment. Any kind of an announcement, this was going to dramatically change. I'm just putting it out there on the table, guys. We do have, again, price predictions. I'm not going to get into that because anything is possible at this rate. Honestly, it's, you know, I've asked Grok 3 to do an analysis on a deep dive analysis on this, and of course it all goes back to the same thing. If the lawsuit is dismissed, institutional adoption comes in, people are going to be buying it, jumping all over it like crazy. It's a no freaking brainer where this is going to go, and I've got my opinions. I've had a video of Val Hill Capital's Jimmy Val on my channel for years now. I believe 4 years ago I posted that video on here with an interview with Jimmy Val, and he's predicted that Bitcoin XRP would go, if it handled all of the money, basically replacing Swift, which is significant. Basically it would go to 10 to 20k. Now, I mean, that is just mind blowing. But I will say that a lot of people thought XRP was a stable coin at one point, right? There was so many people last year and the year before that that said XRP was a stable coin. That is not the case. That is not the case at all, because I mean, at the moment, XRP, and let's just have a quick look at CoinMarketCap. As you can see right here, if it was a stable coin, it would be $1. It is not $1. That is why Ripple has RLUSD, the stable coin that they've obviously just made. So you can see here, it's $2.51. It is not a stable coin. So it's pretty incredible. So anything is possible. Let me know in the comments. Now, Tether, USDT, by the way, appoints a new CFO to boost transparency and audit reserves, which is something that a lot of the industry has been requesting from Tether for a very, very long time. Very, very long time. Tether has appointed Simon McWilliams as CFO to lead a comprehensive audit, improving transparency and strengthening the trust in its $232 billion stablecoin market. And the new chief financial officer to lead, that is Simon McWilliams, the Tether's company efforts towards increasing transparency and its reserves. McWilliams brings 20 years of experience in financial management and auditing, and his role is crucial in driving Tether's strategy to become more transparent amid growing regulatory pressure. Under his leadership, Tether aims to carry out a comprehensive financial audit, which the company hopes will address long-standing doubts surrounding its reserve backing. I think this is freaking needed. Definitely needed with Tether. I think this has been going on for long enough. The entire industry and sector has been asking for audits on Tether for a very long time. So I think it's freaking awesome. I really do. I reckon it's awesome that they're actually doing this. So very, very cool stuff. Now let's go to X, and I'll get to your questions, guys. And thank you to those 8,049 people following me at X. You guys rock. Yes, this is Earn Curve, my investing application. I don't know if I can play this without just any music or anything like that.
Can donate.
Let me see if I can get to this, guys. Let me mute this for a sec. There we go. So, okay, there's a preview of Earn Curve. Obviously, I've got the sign-in page right here, your password page. This is your portfolio, your deposit page. And I mean, this is all going to be transitioned to crypto. Pretty much the US equity side of thing, I'm really excited about, as well as the crypto side of things. So go join up to Earn Curve Invest, guys. Now, I don't know if you guys saw this State of the Union, but this is wild. I don't like to get political on this, but there was a few things that were mentioned in terms of some incidents that occurred in the United States, and the Democrats were just sitting there. It was fascinating to watch this live at the office today. I had it on live stream in the background, watching President Donald Trump there, and geez, the Democrats were unbelievable, to be honest. And one individual there, I believe it was Nancy Pelosi, she was just sitting there, just I can't believe how much money she's made trading the US stock market. Then if anyone sits here and tells me that's not insider trading, I don't know. But I will play this. Have a listen to President Donald Trump right now. Have a listen to this, guys. Let me just turn this up right here. This is wild with what happened. Hopefully this works.
Created the brand new Department of Government Efficiency. Doge. Perhaps you've heard of it. Perhaps. Which is headed by Elon Musk, who is in the gallery tonight.
I mean, that's pretty incredible. And by the way, the bot just triggered. There we go. So the Ethereum deal has just been triggered by the bot. Let me just refresh this right now. So that got triggered, which is friggin' awesome. There you go. So it's placed. You can see here on 3Commas, just to change quickly, guys, but we had 20 USDT placed, the base order executed, placing take profit trade as well, and placing a safety trade as well. So see what it does with the dollar cost averaging bot. So that's going to be trading for me 24/7. Now I can just leave that and just, you know, let this bot do its thing. This is how cool it is. And again, the spot market, you're not using leverage on the spot market. You can spot and you'll be okay. If you're using leverage, you will get liquidated if there's a massive amount of volatility. So bear that in mind. Now, I'm going to play this. I don't know, can you guys hear this? Have a listen to this, right? This is Australian news. Just blows my mind to see what's happening with Australia and our country right now, right? And have a listen to this, guys. Let me know what you think about this, because this is going to have a major impact in Australia and what's happening in the United States. Have a listen to this.
I can exclusively reveal that Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has not managed to schedule another call with President Donald Trump, despite trade tariffs due to take effect in just 8 days and a Chinese warship circling Australia. 3 sources tell me that Albanese and his representatives have been desperately contacting Republican networks in the US. The lack of communication between the two leaders comes at a precarious time for Australia, with Chinese warships circling our coastline and even conducting live fire exercises. Sources tell me Albanese has been trying to set up a call with Trump. One source with close ties to Trump told me, and I quote, "The ambassador has been kissing my ass. Works every angle." And about Trump's attitude towards our Prime Minister, this source said, he's, as in Trump's, ending the Third World War, no time for anti-Trump left-wing globalists. So that's a pretty brutal description of Albanese as an anti-Trump left-wing globalist. The Trump administration is well aware of both Albanese and Kevin Rudd's past comments about the president. Yet Trump has found the time to meet at the White House with the leaders of Israel, Japan, Jordan, India, France, the United Kingdom, and of course Ukraine. Our Prime Minister hasn't made the trip to the White House since Trump's election in November. And if Albanese can't manage proper communication with the President of the United States, well, it's a terrible look for him, particularly on the eve of a federal election. It exposes the distance in the relationship between Australia and our greatest and most important strategic and security ally, America, under the Albanese government. There's little doubt that Albanese lacks the personal skills, the charisma, the strength, or the political nous.
I don't know. Like, I don't like to get political, but I mean, look, there's a lot happening in Australia at the moment. And by the way, if you're up in North Queensland, I'm praying for you guys that you're all okay up there, because there's a big cyclone hitting there at the moment. So stay safe up there, guys. I really do mean that. So I'm keeping a close eye on the news. So those of you in tropical North Queensland, stay safe. Anyway, look, there's a lot happening in our country. There are some things happening offshore here, which is quite scary and a bit full on. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but there's a lot of macro and political stuff going on in the world at the moment, and it's quite full on. But you know, in regards to cryptocurrencies, I think that, in my opinion, Australia needs to up its game in this space, because we are going to be left behind. And that is one of the primary reasons why I'm building, of course, my investment app, EarnCurve. I mean, this is going to... I mean, my application has been a vision and a dream of mine for so long. And, you know, it's something I want to bring to the Australian people. And, like, there's a monopoly here. In Australia, we have the unfortunate... I guess, syndrome of monopoly. So in terms of cryptocurrencies, there's probably only 2 cryptocurrency exchanges here that are the main players. There's stock market, you know, there are brokers here, and don't get me wrong, they're great exchanges. I've used them all, but you know, they do hold a monopoly here. There's websites here that hold a monopoly. It's a very strange landscape, and I am coming in here in this space, and I'm going to be taking on some big players here. So I've done it all on my own so far, and of course with the help of my incredible YouTube audience. So thank you very much to all of you. I mean it. Going to be obviously fully transparent with everybody with this. It's a freaking mission. It's been incredibly stressful, but I've been able to do it with the support of everyone, and it's going to be freaking amazing. So I'm going to be changing the landscape for cryptocurrencies. I've spoken to all of the major banks in regards to EarnCurve. There is still a stigma associated with cryptocurrency in Australia. Unfortunately, it's still seen as a scam. Cryptocurrencies are seen by the largest institutions in this country as just a passing fad. It's very unfortunate that the big Australian banks still see crypto as a waste of time, a speculative asset. They don't view it as the future. It's very frustrating, and I mean it. I've had meetings about EarnCurve with these institutions as well, and look, some of them have been very interested in it, but you know what happens in Australia, right? And I'm going to be honest with my audience, and I haven't obviously communicated this, but what happens here is, you know, they don't believe it until it happens. And the thing is with EarnCurve is, like, it's building so much momentum at the moment, and it's incredible. And I wouldn't have been able to do it without your support. So thank you very much, everyone. I really appreciate it. And I'm not going to waffle on too much about it. But when things get moving with this, I sense that they're going to want a piece of it. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of the game with this. And stay tuned, because it's going to be freaking bullish, guys. I mean it. Hold my beer, because I'm going in full swinging with this, and I'm going to need all of my YouTube audience to help me with this, because it's going to change the game, and I'm going to bring this around the world as well, mind you. So my partners in New York are with this absolutely incredible, and I did put up a post as well, what cryptocurrencies you would like to have on the exchange as well. That's very important, and yeah, it's going to be freaking awesome. Very, very, very important, awesome, guys. And yeah, I just need to get this registration sorted because my hands are literally tied with the registration. I'm being fully compliant with the Australian government and, of course, the incredible people at AusTrack. So that's going to take some time. But, I mean, look, it is what it is. So my hands are tied at the moment. But just watch out because I'm coming for this monopoly market and I'm going to change the game and make it easier for people to invest. And I really do want people to have something for their future. I keep talking about this because it's getting a lot harder for people to have an asset for their future. And one of the primary reasons for me doing this is because real estate investments are out of reach for a lot of people. You know, investing in any kind of asset is very out of reach for a lot of people. But I also want people to have control of their future and not leave it in the hands of these super funds. So there's a lot going on in the background, guys. But I mean, this is one of the things I've been focusing so much on. But anyway,
and our friends.
Hang on, sorry guys. I just want to get into this because I mean, this State of the Union today blew my mind with the way President Donald Trump addressed the House. It was actually quite. Just nothing was held back, and I think it takes a lot of balls to do that, to be honest with you. But anyway, we'll get into that in a moment. But have a listen to Michael Saylor on CNBC. This is pretty incredible stuff, guys. And I remember watching Michael Saylor at a Gucci's destroying the couch, but oh well. Quite impressed about Michael Saylor, and I watched him last year at a crypto conference live. He's awesome, man. He's got it all worked out. Listen to this.
Was it just about investment gains for the U.S. government, or is there another strategic reason, say like oil, we have that, where we would need this?
The key to keep in mind is that Bitcoin is not competing with the dollar. It's competing with international real estate, global equities, expensive money managers on Wall Street, and any long-range investment that somebody makes. And so right now we're about $2 trillion in Bitcoin. It's going to 20 trillion, then it's going to 200 trillion, then it's growing 20% a year. And that capital is coming from overseas. It's coming from China, from Russia, from Europe, from Africa, from Asia, from the 20th century to the 21st century. So what's compelling about it is if the United States takes a position in the emerging crypto economy, if it buys up 10, 20% of the Bitcoin network, we're going to pay off the national debt. And so why wouldn't that be in the interest of the United States?
I mean, he's right. He's right. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of freaking time. And again, I will say that I'm actually curious to see what's in Fort Knox. I want to see it. I know Elon and President Donald Trump are going to Fort Knox. It's going to be interesting to see if the gold's still there. I know that the Bank of England still stockpiles all of the world's gold there, which is quite interesting. And it's all written by IOUs, and it's wild. There was a video that I put, I think it was Idris Elba. Forgive me if I'm staying corrected here, but Idris Elba went to the gold reserves at the Bank of England. So that's going to be fascinating to see what happens at Fort Knox. I can't wait to see what happens there. Cynthia Lummis, she's awesome. Like, she's incredible. She's been advocating for Bitcoin for so long. Now, this is an interesting one. The IRS, which is like the tax office there in the United States, of course, and we have the Australian tax office, or the ATO, so this is the IRS. Rule on DeFi, or decentralized finance, fundamentally misunderstands how decentralized technology works. Wyoming has been at the forefront of responsible digital asset regulation, and I've seen firsthand how regulatory clarity, not overreach, fosters innovation. The White House, this is David Sachs 19 hours ago. The White House is pleased to announce its support for the CRA introduced by Senator Ted Cruz and Representative Mike Kerry to rescind the so-called broker DeFi rule, an 11th hour attack on the crypto community by the Biden administration. It's unbelievable what's happening here, guys. And look at this. Trump administration proposes selling 443 federal properties, including the FBI and DOJ, or the Department of Justice headquarters. He's very smart with his business. And yes, the Australian Grand Prix is in 8 days, and I will be there. I will be there. Let's have a look here. I'm looking at your comments. We're going to get to that. It's all gone. Wow. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if Fort Knox is empty? That's going to be wild. Bitwise, yes, the Doge ETF. Now, I'm just saying, right? But I don't know if this is true or not. Anthony Scaramucci, the Mooch, he was the former White House Director of Communications, suggests that the Securities and Exchange Commission has dropped its case against Ripple. Scaramucci made this bold assertion during a recent Wolf of All Streets podcast interview. During an interview, Scaramucci and the podcast host Scott Melker talked about President Donald Trump's pro-crypto plans and as well as the regulatory framework of the industry. Thoughts on this? Comment below. I don't know. I'm waiting for it. I'm seriously waiting for it. Who knows? At this point in time, I really do believe that, given the fact that President Trump has announced this to be a part of the strategic reserve of the United States, there can't be a freaking lawsuit against Ripple. So we'll see what happens there. And of course, ARK Invest Spot Bitcoin ETF has bought 617 Bitcoin with $58.2 million. I think Cathie Wood is incredible. I do believe that there should be more women in this space, to be honest with you. It's very testosterone male driven. That's the truth. And I reckon it's just, it's something that should be embraced by all people, guys. It really should be. But that is pretty much it for the news. Now, again, my bot is working, which is awesome. And I'm just going to let it go. And again, just keeping a close eye on these crypto markets, guys. Just staying bullish, dollar cost averaging. Let's get into some comments here and let's get into a chat. And if you have any comments or questions, put them in here, guys. Now I'm going to scroll up here. Anthony Thomas, H looking for investors in EarnCurve. Am I looking for investors? There will be, so the seed funding phase will be once the AusTrack registration is completed. That's going to be freaking important because it's going to require a lot of capital. But again, once I've secured the registration with AusTrack and the Australian regulator, of course, that's going to be announced and then I can start the seed funding process. But the funds that have been so generously donated to EarnCurve to help me get this thing up and running are literally still sitting in the account because there's just so much paperwork required. But yes, there will be investors that will probably be able to join the seed funding rounds, and of course I'll be going for us, of course, with the Series A funding round, the first to get this up and running. But it's going to be friggin' incredible. I really am bullish on it, guys. It's going to be awesome. You need liquidity, mate. Yeah, 100%. The liquidity providers as well. So again, that's all going to be partnered up with my partners in New York. So there is going to be definitely liquidity there, and of course, all done properly, which is awesome. All the ISO coins, of course. Yes, of course, all of the banking coins will be on there, guys. Legitimate cryptocurrencies. No BS meme coins and all that crap. There's none of that going to be on there for sure. Let's have a look here. Sailor sounds like a cult leader. Yeah, he's bullish on Bitcoin. Like literally, he just wants to acquire as much Bitcoin as possible. And he's done very well for himself by doing that. Sailor is Titanic 2.0, but we'll see. I don't think so. I don't think so. I do believe he's going to be doing incredibly well. He's worked out how to basically just generate capital, and that's the main thing. He's selling, bonds, and I guess the options to convert convertible bonds to buy strategies stock, which I think is a great way. And I do see ANZ is reasonably crypto friendly, which is good. Yes, they are, and so is Macquarie Bank. I know National Australia Bank is looking into this, and Commonwealth Bank as well. They were at one point offering cryptocurrencies on the bank's mobile app, which was pretty cool, but I don't know what happened there. I think it just, with all of the, debacle going on with market volatility, I think they just pulled the pin on it. And the Australian regulator as well, like for an AFSL license, which is something I'm going to be getting for EarnCurve, that is extremely difficult to get a hold of, by the way. That's huge money. So we'll see what happens first with that. But What else we got here? Love dogs. Yes, love dogs too, Brian. My pooch is literally destroyed the couch right now. I'm not sure. She does this all the time. Eaton Beach right here, treasure. It's all gone. Like, again, I don't know whether or not Fort Knox still has all of the cryptocurrency. Oh, not crypto. Well, eventually will, but the gold. It's going to be fascinating. Sailor movie will win Academy Award for the best horror comedy. Maybe. $200 trillion, really? Yeah, look. Anything's possible. Anything's possible right here. Anything possible, guys. It'll take all of the Aussie coal reserves to burn in our power stations just to create enough power to mine at least the last 10 Bitcoin. Well, we should be doing something to jump on board this bandwagon, guys, because, I mean, the whole world is doing it apart from us. Just so behind on this thing, you know, the Strategic Crypto Reserve. I think there needs to be one for the Australian government. Whether or not it happens, I don't know. I don't know. Let's move up here. We've got the Godfather. Elaborate on your bullishness for XDC. Sinfin is a pretty incredible project that's working with trade finance. So again, utility cryptocurrency, and of course they are tokenizing. I mean, I haven't checked what's going on the network for a while, but Sinfin was tokenizing gold in the UAE. So I mean, that's bullish enough for me, as well as trade finance. So that's pretty. Each one of these crypto projects serves a purpose, which is awesome. Let's have a look here. Moving up right here. Didn't you say 95 million XRP on the move? No, I'm not sure what's happened there. There is some XRP that is on the move though. I believe they unlocked some from escrow today. I believe they did. Let's have a look here. Coach JV is a living legend. Yeah, Coach JV is pretty cool. Do you know much about VeChain? VeChain has been a pain in the ass. It has done basically nothing for a few years now. But I'm bullish on it. Supply chain and logistics. And they also have some incredible technology with regards to QR codes. So there was a video a few years ago when I was, getting into VeChain. I still hold it. Used to scan a QR code. You could track the entire journey of that particular item. I believe it was like a jumper or a sweater or something in a store. So they scanned the VeChain QR code. It showed when the product was made, how it was made, where it came from, and the date it was delivered. And it gave all of that information on an app, which is freaking awesome. So, I mean, VeChain for me is pretty cool. VeChain is pretty cool, and again, they sponsored the UFC a while back now, so it's pretty cool, guys. Pretty cool. I do hold it, but it's been very, very bad with performance, so it's just sitting there in my portfolio. I'm more focused on, of course, Bitcoin. It's up 1.72% in the last hour. Ethereum, I'm not too bullish on. XRP, of course, up 8% in the last 7 days. Solana, I believe it's the CME that's approving futures. Chicago Mercantile Exchange, that will be going live very soon. So yeah, I'm not sure what's happening with Solana and the CME exchange, but once these futures go live on Solana, this thing's going to go nuts. I mean, if you looked at I don't know if I shared it on I did share it on my X page, did I? I just can't remember. There's just been so much happening at the moment. I did share something the other day about this. I mean, this is crazy. Kraken has announced the SEC has agreed to drop its lawsuit. That was on the March 4th. That's wild. Grok 3. If you have not used Grok 3, you guys need to try that out. I mean, that did a deep dive analysis for me, and that took a while. But the predictions that it was putting out, I mean, Grok 3 is insanely powerful. That was putting out some incredible stuff right there. But I think Solana, once all of these ETFs were approved, it said that it was going, and this is not financial advice by any means, it was just Grok's opinion, $600 to $1,000 per coin, and it's currently trading at 100 and something US dollars at the moment, 148. So unbelievable. I mean, Grayscale right here. This is freaking awesome. But I mean, that was a smart move by President Trump announcing the strategic reserves on the Sunday. And that was a pretty smart move. And let's have a look here. Anthony, correct. VeChain tracks the lot. Yes, it does track the lot. Stu, it does definitely. It's crazy. What do we got here? Gia Buzz, 10K limit. It's CBA. There you go. So with regards to EarnCurve, again, bringing it back to the AusTrack registration, there is obviously a requirement to report to AusTrack any transactions over $10,000. And I mean, that's standard in Australia. So there's a $10,000 limit. If you're depositing more than that, it has to get reported to them. And that's, of course, that's just for security reasons, for anti-money laundering and counter-terrorism financing. That's the main thing. Let's have a look here. You think XRP will flip Ethereum this cycle? I do believe it will. I do believe it will flip Ethereum. It's done it before, prior to the Bill Hinman speech, you know, in 2018. Obviously, that just sent it, you know, plummeting. And, of course, the lawsuit for the last 4 years with Gary Gensler in the SEC. So now that that is pretty much all done and dusted, we're just patiently waiting for an announcement. But it has flipped Ethereum before. I believe it will do it again. Thoughts on the CTF token crypto trading fund? Don't know anything about it, Donna. Unfortunately, I'm not privy to that, so I'll have to look into it. I've been using Grok 3 a lot lately. It's great. It is fantastic, and it's pretty. So I was watching Joe Rogan with Elon Musk. There was a long video interview with those two incredible people. And Elon Musk on the application has, on Grok 3, there is an unhinged version. If you haven't, you have to download the actual Grok 3 app on your phone or device. But it's pretty unhinged. It's hilarious. I think they're fine-tuning the artificial intelligence. How about Graph? The Graph, let's have a look. Where is that at the moment? Gosh, I haven't seen that one in a while. Talking about the cryptocurrency, right? Where is it? Haven't seen that one in a while. Oh, the Graph, yes, GRT. I do hold the Graph, GRT. I do hold it. This chat is Chad Chat. Okay. Thoughts on Verge? Haven't done much on Verge. I have to do a deep dive into a few cryptocurrencies. I'm being asked about a few, but I'm just sticking to the majors, guys. I really am. I'm sticking to the majors, especially the ones that are going to be, you know, having ETF applications that'll, you know, be passed. I mean, you have to think about the utility of the cryptocurrency, and you also have to be very mindful that the exchange-traded funds, when they are approved, there is going to be institutional capital coming into this space. I mean, Bitcoin went nuts, broke all-time highs, and it's still currently higher than, you know, 2 years ago. I mean, last year it was $60,000. It was below that. I believe at one point last year, early last year, it was around about that 30K mark. So sitting at 89,000, hovering between, you know, 90,000 to, I mean, gosh, when it was going bananas with Trump anyway, hit 100K, 103,000 US dollars, and at the moment it's just hovering, but at the moment it's just flatlining. So it's still in a really good position at the moment. Thoughts on ZBAC? Have no idea what that is. Cardano XRP. Yeah, definitely Cardano. Not many people like Cardano, but now that it's in the strategic reserve, things are going to go nuts with it. But 99 cents. It's up 44% this week alone. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to wrap up the live stream. It's been going for an hour and 9 minutes, so it's a long one. But thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate all of you for jumping in on this. Do grab yourself Money Never Sleeps on the Wall Street Bull official. The links are in the description, guys. It's the best money you've ever going to spend. I mean it. And you will need to know what you're doing with EarnCurve once the US equities come into this. So go grab a copy of that. Join EarnCurve, the wait list. It's growing. I actually, how many people are on there at the moment? Let me just check. It's pretty incredible, actually, how many people have joined up. It's freaking awesome. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look. 576 people, so that's freaking awesome. Thank you guys. You guys absolutely rock. Seriously, guys, thank you so much. Go join the waitlist for this. Let's a couple more questions here. Very is ISO. What are your thoughts on XRP's little sister XLM? Good morning from North Carolina. I'll just end up on this one. I do hold XLM. I think it's a sleeper. Not many things are happening in terms of ETF applications. I mean, Jed McCaleb was a former founder of Ripple, so he's still probably got an interest in that some way or another. I know he did sell his significant holdings of XRP, but yeah, guys, pretty bullish on XLM. I mean, anything with real world utility is my main focus. I'm not some influencer that's shilling you BS meme coins, that's for sure. There's no point in that. But anyway, thank you guys. Keep an eye on the news. Keep an eye on the bots. They are working really nicely as well. And keep a close eye on the crypto markets and the news. That's very important. Just stay tuned on the news, guys, because there's a lot coming out, especially on Friday. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. Stay bullish, stay focused, dollar cost average. Hope you all have a good night, a good afternoon, and a good morning. And if it's morning wherever you are, have an espresso, all right, for me. Peace out, bulls. Take care of yourselves, guys. Ciao.